All right, this is Sunday, May 19th, going into Monday, and trading's been pretty good. Uh, been going short a little bit. Could be short term, but we'll see. Let's take a look at the sectors here, how they performed. And as you can see here on the chart, the Qs in the last 5 days outpaced the S&PY, followed by IWM and DIA, the Dow being the lowest, just 0.9%, while SPY went up 1.5% practically. So you can see tech is rallying all week, so it's been doing good. It has been pulling back, as you could see here on the chart, but at least we know which indices are leading right now to have an idea of what may continue on. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go down to the sectors here so we could see how the sectors are doing. Save this here, go down to the sectors. And as you can see here, Bitcoin has really outperformed 7% for the week, followed by gold, and then healthcare, and you have real estate, biotech, and the communications. Those have outpaced the SPY, as you can see here. And so a lot of it, if you're looking at this, I see this as defensive, especially because we got the healthcare. Let's see, where's utilities in all of this? Okay, just slightly under the SPY. I can see that here at 1.14%. All right, so that gives you an idea of where all the sectors have been and where they may be rotating into. So right now, the healthcare, real estate, the riskier stuff there. Now let's go over to the indices here and the individual charts. Okay, this is what I'm seeing here as far as with the Dow. You could see that we've been running up all week. RSI 5 is on the overbought area. Just move this over here. You can see overbought. So might want to start putting some of the brakes, slowing down, putting smaller trades. That's what I've been trying to do here. So we do have a warning on the weekly chart. We've seen a divergence. So going over to the weekly chart, you could see on the RSI 5 on the weekly that we've made new higher highs, but the RSI has not made higher highs. So that's something to be cautious about, especially on the weekly chart. When you see this on the weekly chart, things could reverse a little more than what we would expect on the daily. So let's go back to the daily here. And what I'm expecting is a gap fill, at least right here. Worst case scenario, we also have a gap looming below here, down at the 382 level. Will we see it? Who knows? I'll let the price action tell me. But for now, I'm prepared to see a pullback of, let's see what we're looking at here, approximately, wow, 1% there. It could do it in one day if it really wanted to. And so that'll where I'll cover my shorts and then decide what I want to do. This is my price target. Looking at the SPY, we also have a caution sign here, or symbol here that I placed, meaning we have a divergence on the weekly. Go look at the weekly. And you can see it's made a higher high, but the RSI has not. So that's something to be aware of. Go back to the daily. Also on the daily, on the RSI 5, we are overextended. Okay, so same story, because we got the divergence weekly. We could expect a gap fill over here, or worst case scenario down here, this gap fill at the 506. Okay, currently have a short. Cover my shorts on this one here at this level. Let's go down to the Qs and just we'll take a look at the weekly. See, the weekly, we're making a higher high. RSI is down here. The last high, we would say, would be back here. It's just about the same, so it's questionable because it's not relatively lower. It's pretty even, so it can probably continue to go higher, or this is where it could start rolling over. Let's go back to the daily. And as you can see, it's starting to do a little rollover, but we're still within this candle here on Wednesday. Looking for a target down here. There's a small little gap fill, pretty insignificant compared to this one here. If things do get worse, we can be heading down in this area. We do have a trend line here, so maybe even before we can get a bounce somewhere down in this zone here, 442 as well. So just wait and watch and see. Go to the IWM, or the Russells. Let's go over to the weekly. You can see in the weekly we have not made a high yet. We're not even close to it. Still on its way. RSI still has a little bit of room to run before it's considered overbought. So if we do have a positive week, then we might hit this area up here, actually right here, I would say 210, and then that's where we would have to be pause and evaluate everything, see where we're at on the RSI. Let's go to the daily. Here we are on the daily. It has dipped over, or dipped below a little bit. Now it could resume back up as it has over here in this zone area. So it's a possibility. Could trade back up to like a double top on this one here. Just have to watch it. We do have a gap fill down in this area. Maybe that's where in the next couple of months we'll be coming down in this area. To give you an idea from where we're at to the gap fill, just to get an idea, close to 4%. So not too bad, just a healthy pullback, 4%. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. Going over to Bitcoin. Okay, right away I see a flag pattern here. Okay, and so it has been doing a good run up. It has come from an oversold back in May 1st. You could see here at oversold signal here, or indicator, and it's just picked up from there. It's trading sideways. This is kind of a little bit sideways too, so maybe we might get a little pullback down before it heads higher. We'll have to wait and see. I'm kind of seeing a inverse head and shoulder. Here we go, the neckline to the neckline, and it has broken. You could see here the head, the shoulder, the shoulder. So let's see what kind of potential price target we could see here. So I'm going to grab that here, pull it up. So we're looking around at this zone here if it continues. So something to watch. I'll leave this here. And interesting. See, you got a top here, this here. So maybe we'll go up that way. Let's just get an idea. Yeah, it's a 10% move. So it might be worthwhile putting an alert here. I'm going to put an alert. So we got an alert. So if it breaks, continue higher, then there's a good chance that it's going to reach up in that area here, the 74,000. Okay, great. Now, bad news. Looking at the dollar, usually trades opposite of the stock market. Just to give you an idea, we're going to put this to the graphs, and I'm going to add the S&P SPY to compare, and I'll hide the, there we go. Okay, and see, remove jar, remove. All right, as you can see, when the dollar's going down, the stock market rallies up. In some cases, they run together. Then when the market's falling, the dollar's heading up, dollar's going down, stock market going up, dollar going down here, market rallying. All right, so keep that in mind. Now, going to take this off. Back to the candle. Now if I put the RSI, you can see we're oversold here in this zone, and normally when that happens here, I look for a green dot, which is the RSI 2, that would appear, showing that it would reverse. Last time we had a similar situation was here, and as you can see, the red dots, and then as soon as we get the first green dot here, signal to potentially go long right here, and this is what has happened since then. Now we're back at this scenario here. So we may be pulling back just based on that weekly divergence signal. That's the part that kind of makes me a little nervous. All right, now how far can it go up? Let's add a trend line. Do something like this. And then we'll clone this. So it matches from here to here. And there we go. So this could be our upside target in this zone. So I'll keep this here, and I'll keep an eye on it and see how it works out. So if it does play out, then the market may have a pullback. All right. Now, that was the ugly part. Now, I have couple plays here. Here, okay. Let's pull that up, which is if the market does continue to go up, at least for the next 3 days, this will be a good opportunity for a short swing trade. You can see RSI 5 got oversold right here. This is the RSI 2 indicator here, but set up as in dots, so it's easier to just look at this. You can see you got oversold here, and then we got this dip. Now we got the first green dot here, meaning that it is now potentially may head higher. So if it can go higher than today's highest price, which is 198.28 right here, then we could potentially head up to this area here, 205, or as high as 208 here. So we're looking at a 5% gain and risking 5.5%. So sorry, let me take that back. Looking at the wrong numbers here. Okay, we're risking 2.7% to make 5.3, which is a 1.9 risk to reward ratio here. So that's something I'm going to consider. If it hits up in that zone, buy, and then so I'm risking 2.7. And the next one is EZPW. Kind of same story here, and you can see it's been going lower in price. RSI has been holding, so we got a slight bullish divergence, and it was oversold. It's been oversold since then. Here we did get a green dot here to buy, and you could see it did go up a little bit following day, but then it pulled back, and if you set your stop loss, then you would have been knocked out. And then just wait, and here we go again, oversold. Now we got the green, so I'm gonna wait, and if it goes higher, it goes at 10.29, then I'm gonna purchase with a target up here for the gap fill. SLM, same story, RSI 5. We got the setup, and now we got the trigger here, the confirmation. If we could trade a little bit higher opening tomorrow or sometime tomorrow, then I'll purchase and look for a target up to here. So that's what I'm looking for. So those are 3 stocks. Again, that'll be FANG, EZPW, SLM. Okay, that's for Mondays. So that's pretty much it, and see how things turn out by Friday. Take care. Bye.